morning. My name is Sonia Folks. I was raised here in Willingboro. Ever since my family moved here in '76 from Mount Holly. My father was Air Force, and I was an Air Force brat. And he settled here in Willingboro and raised us. And he was a preacher, and I am Daddy's little girl too. Unfortunately, my father had passed away as a result of diabetes about a year and a half ago. I spent most of my adult life overweight, heavy. Met my husband, got pregnant, gained more weight. He's a chef, so that didn't help too much because he's a very good chef. So constantly eating and always trying different things. Our thing to do most of the time is watch Food Network channels and find different ideas of making food. I've been on a weight loss journey probably solid for 5 years.
Wow.
5 years I've been attempting to lose weight. I have not been under 200 pounds probably in 25 to 26 years. I'm 46 years old now. I'll be 47 in 2 more weeks. So I started this journey about 5 years ago. I would be religious in the gym day in, day out. I ate clean. I would go by the book. I recorded everything. I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried every diet that was listed that all the young ladies before us mentioned. I was a candidate. And also, I'd like to say thank you, Sylvia, for asking me to come first and foremost before anything I go any further. So I was experiencing a lot of health issues, a lot of problems, shortness of breath, panic attacks. It's just horrible. I lived a very social life. I enjoyed myself in my 20s. I left no stone unturned. I smoked, I drank, I partied, and I was that girl. Okay? So, I mean,
Hello, sister.
You somewhere out there. There's nothing that I probably did not run across. So I was a social butterfly, so to speak, to put it nicely. So anything that comes along with that, you're probably right. In all that activity and that lifestyle came a lot of weight, a lot of drinking, a lot of eating. After you drink and you go home, you get a hoagie back in bed. You know, just very unhealthy habits, which turned into 303 pounds.
Wow.
So at 303 pounds, I'm going to my doctor. He sent me for a stress test because I was having chest pains, shortness of breath, could not breathe. I had quit smoking cigarettes, and I have smoked since I was 14 years old also. So I went to my doctor. He said, well, you know, let's send you for a stress test and see what's going on. So I was in my 40s. I was 44, 45. So it wouldn't be outrageous to have, not have a heart problem. So I didn't know what was going on. Go to the stress test. I'm on the bike. I'm not even on there 2 minutes. They have to shut it down. And all the doctors come in. They're freaking out. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Taking off the machine and everything. So that makes me go up. So my heart did some weird things while I was doing it. So they sent me to a specialist. Go to a specialist. I grabbed my mom. Come on, let's go. I told you my father had passed away a year and a half ago. During that time after he passed, I think I probably put on 30 extra pounds just through the depression alone. So we go to the cardiologist specialist. They do another echocardiogram. He's going there. So he sits me down and said, well, Miss Folks, you're fine. He said, but you're carrying an extra 150 pounds on you. You're carrying an extra person on you. He said, if it was me, he said, I couldn't breathe. That's why you're short of breath. Everything's fine. He said, my suggestion to you, he said, my BMI was 51.
Holy.
Okay? 51. I'll show you some pictures and give you an idea of where I was in life. Okay? You can pass it around.
25 is the high end of good.
Yes,
So
it is.
51 is scary.
It's very scary. Very scary. And that was me. I was a walking time bomb. He told me that breast cancer was in my future. Shocked that I wasn't type 2 diabetic already. So I had all these complications, and I wasn't doing anything better by drinking and smoking. Well, I had quit smoking by the time I got to him. So he told me, he said, you'll never lose it on your own. I looked at him and said, you're crazy. I can do whatever I want to do.
That's right. That's the best thing you could have said.
So I said, okay. He said, at your age, he said, you don't have a lot of time to do that. I suggest to you bariatric surgery. So I looked at him, and I knew that he was gonna say that to me, because my primary doctor had already said it, a neighbor had already suggested it. I can do this on my own. I got this. Well, thought about it, and I was hoping that he would say that, because I had put in a good fight, very good fight. I mean, no one was in the gym more than I. I would post on Facebook, I'm doing my thing, everybody, yeah. Ain't nothing losing. I wasn't losing nothing. I had no more restriction left in my stomach. So I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and venture off and see. I went to YouTube, and you know, the doctors will sell you a product. Yeah, bariatric's good, gastric bypass is great, you know, lap band, whatever. But I needed to talk and hear from the people who were in that community to find out what was what. So I settled in on the gastric sleeve. It's the gastric sleeve gastrectomy, which is, and I'll pass it around, it was a, what they do is reduce the size of the stomach. And it used to be part 2 of a surgery called the duodenal switch, which is the granddaddy of gastric bypass surgeries.
Oh, they just.
For people who are that obese, they have to have 2-part surgeries. Well, so many people were getting good results when they took the half of the stomach out. 85% of the stomach is taken out. The rest is called the sleeve. It resembles the sleeve. That's why they call it that. And it was the most logical thing for me to do. I didn't want to do the lap band because of certain reasons. I didn't want to do the gastric bypass because I wanted to live a life that I could eat. I enjoy food. Food is good, you know, and I enjoy food. I just did not have restrictions. My stomach had gotten so big that there was no way that I could work out and still not be hungry. The need for food and to eat was too great at that time at 303 pounds that could sustain me. So I went ahead and I did it. September 25th, 2012, I got the VSG, as we call it, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And since then, I have lost 106 pounds. As of this morning, I'm 198 pounds as I speak. I work out constantly. I love working out. That is my drug.
If you could teach me that I would love you forever.
I always did enjoy going into the gym, even when it was not doing anything for me, but giving me energy just to carry all that I was carrying. So I get it in. I get it in about 5 times of the week. I walk, I power walk a 5K every day, Monday through Friday, at work in the city of Philadelphia. I walk and I walk and I power walk and I do that. Sometimes I do 5 miles and I come back home, and I go to the gym at night and I work out and I get it in. The young lady before, Christine, she mentioned about weights. I love weights. That's my thing. It tones my body. I have many years of this stretched body that I would try to preserve as much as sexy as I possibly can, you know? So I'm in the gym. I'm learning more things about my workouts now through great friends who help me learn and teach me new things. So I'm very open to anything that's going to help me be a better me. So I work out, I eat clean, I do very little foods that come with a label. Now, because of with the surgery, my food is, every meal is no more than 5 ounces of whatever it is, the whole entire meal, 5 ounces. I'm not hungry unless I'm hungry, you know. And then once I can take a little cup of tuna fish, eat that, I'm good. Protein is always first. Vegetables is second. If I have to do carbohydrate, it's going to be a good grain carbohydrates, unpulverized grain. Nothing refined, no sugar, none of that. Now, I do go off and have me an ice cream cone. I will have me a little treat because it is what it is. But because I have not been eating that way for almost a year now, when I do have something sweet like that, I feel like crap. I feel it in my blood. I feel it all throughout my body. I can't function. I can't think. I'm not clear on anything. It's like a drug to me now. So I stay away from the refined sugars. I stay away from all white bread. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, would you eat a turkey sandwich on whole grain?
Yes, I would.
Could
I'll
you-
eat half of it.
I was
I'll
gonna say,
probably
could you eat the
half
whole
of it.
thing? No?
Yeah, probably half of it. Anything.
Mayonnaise? No?
Yes, I do full fat on everything. I do full fat, I don't do fat-free mayo.
I do
full
fat-free.
fat cheese. I don't cut corners at all. If I have the egg, I have the whole egg. I make my omelets with one whole egg and one egg white just for the volume, because I put that much stuff in it. I put some mushrooms, I put spinach, peppers. I cook myself. Well, my husband will probably freak out if you hear me say that. I cook. I learned how to cook food now. I'm in the kitchen now also. I go out and I get the fresh stuff and I'll create different meals. I don't buy food. I save more money that way. Popeyes can't make my food for me. If I want fried chicken, I'll fry my own chicken. You know, I know what's going into everything that I put in my mouth. If it has a label, some man did something to it. If there's a label on it, it's man did. The closer that you eat to God, the better I feel. You know, so if it has a label on it, I don't need to check it. Now, I do have things that have labels, of course, but I know, it's just for nutritional factors only. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I judge my food choices. Chicken, fish, pork, beef, I eat it all. I cook it different kind of ways, and I can only do 5 ounces of whatever I'm going to do anyway, really 4 ounces. And I weigh everything. I plan my meals. I'm up at 6 o'clock, at 5 o'clock in the morning on any given day. Bacon chicken for the day. I have chicken for breakfast sometimes. I have chicken and a scrambled eggs. I don't know if that's, chicken on chicken crimes, but I'll have a piece of 2 ounces of the chicken breast, and then I'll scramble me an egg with some cheese in it, and I'll slice me up some tomatoes. That's my breakfast. That'll hold me to lunch. I eat 3 meals a day and probably a shake after I get done with working out, because I'm definitely into building muscles, toning my body, and just feeling really good, about myself. September 25th will mark a year that I have been on this journey. I got this way, through bad choices, depression. Didn't even know I was depressed. Now that this part, I got 50 more pounds to go. I like to be about 150, and then I'll be good. And actually, sometimes I told my mom today, if I stop today, I feel pretty damn good where I'm at right now.
You want to lose, I'm sorry, Brenda, you want to lose 150?
No, I want to lose probably
50
additional
more.
50 or 48 more pounds, and then I'll be done. I want to be 150, and that would be almost 150 pounds lost. Because right now I'm at 106 lost. So, if I get down there, it'll be about 150 pounds off. And I feel remarkable. I feel like a whole new woman. If I didn't lose another pound more,
Right.
and I tend to say because I'm on a mission, but I'm happy like this. I'm happy where I'm at because I can move. I can take a flight of steps without being winded. I can walk across, I can park all the way at the end and will come here and walk here. Before, I wouldn't even think of that. I would park in the front, the short amount of steps that
Right,
I could take is what I would do. I would walk a mile to avoid steps. Still, my knees are kind of bad, but, I'm so much more active now. I feel so much better. I feel alive. At 46 years old, I feel like I'm still 25. Mentally, my mental game is on point. Speaking of the mental part, all of this, you cannot do none of it without having your head in the game. Because without that, you're going to be lost. A lot of people say, bariatric surgery, gastric bypass, or any kind of surgery like that is the easy way out. Nothing could be further from the truth. You have to work at this. There's so many people who've gotten the surgery and have regained their weight.
Yeah.
You have to do this yourself. Yes,
I have a friend that did it and she did regain the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you don't change your your mind, this is gonna come back. If I wanted to stop, I could gain weight right now. There's things called slider foods, breads, pretzels, chips, all the bad things you're not supposed to eat, they go in easy. No problem, there's no restriction to that. But if I put some chicken in, it shuts me down. So I make sure I put protein first, vegetables next, and everything. I don't have no more room. I only have 4 ounces to mess with anyway. 4 to 5 ounces, that's it. It shuts me down. I feel like I've eaten a Thanksgiving dinner
Wow.
off of 4 ounces of tuna fish. Now they might think, well, can that hold your whole body? Do you have energy? Absolutely. I have more energy now than I ever had in my life. It's benefited in so many areas of my life. Just when you're intimate, whole different ball game. When you're putting on your clothes, whole different ball game. Looking at myself in the mirror, I love me again.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I didn't know that I didn't even love myself. I didn't know that I was self-loathing, that every time I put that food in, I was taking care of something that was hurting inside. It's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you.
Right.
So I have dealt with a lot of different issues inside, that has kept me where I was at, depression, just not being happy where I was in my career. Just life sometimes will just hand you some lemons. And at one time, I would take those lemons and make margaritas. But I learned to change that around and be more productive. I'll pick up some weights now and I'll work out.
Yeah.
I'll go and find different ways to make something else that would used to be not friendly to eat. Now I find different ways to make healthier meals. And I enjoy that. I enjoy getting in the kitchen, finding different things to eat and different things to try to make me a better me.
Do you still eat cake?
I do. I do. I have eaten cake. It hurts though. It'll hurt. It'll hurt. It's heavy in my stomach. So I don't have it too much. I might have it on occasion, every now and then. But when I do, I feel the difference the next morning. My scale will tell me the difference the next morning if I do that, or maybe 2 days down the road. It'll catch up to me. So going this route, you still have to stick to the rules. You still have to, everything that you said, you gotta eat less and eat and move more. You still have to do that. Those rules still apply to me, because if I don't, I'll go right back to where I was. So many people are struggling now who are in my situation and in my community. I'm on YouTube under my YouTube name, Ms. Sasha LaRue, and I've documented my journey since September 25th, actually since July of last year, until I weigh in every Tuesday. I do my updates every Tuesday. And I talk about my week in review. I give tips out. I get information back in from people. And, it's definitely not the easy way out. It's a hard thing to do because you have to. Sometimes I wish I could just stop off this train and just go back to Sonia again and do Sonia. Because I want to eat that whole cheesesteak. I want to eat the cheesesteak, french fries, and have the soda, and I need the milkshake too.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? But I